It's time to hack my Floureon BM-800 microphone. Let's get to it. So as we know from my last video, we found out that you have to talk into it this way. So if you wanted to mount your microphone in like a shock mount, you'd have to physically talk in this direction, not this direction. So we're going to hack this, modify which way the microphone is facing, and face it straight up, pointing in this direction, because I want to talk into it like this, my voice into this direction. Right now the microphone is useless. Well, not useless. Useless for my needs. So we're going to hack it. So what we should do first is probably desolder the connections. For those who seen my butane soldering iron, here we go. We're going to desolder the two connections off of the microphone. Because we need to cut this off. And we're going to use the circle part. You'll see. So the outside lead is positive and the middle lead is, the outside lead is negative and the inside center is positive. Now I'm using a butane because I don't want to have to worry about damaging electronics. There's no AC power connected to this. So I'm taking off just two screws located here. We'll remove the microphone. So the microphone is removed. Now we're going to need to Dremel, or I guess we could probably just cut with a pair of dikes maybe. We could probably do that. But a Dremel seems to be more precise. So I'm going to try using a Dremel. This is precise destruction. Okay, now make sure you have safety goggles on. I have a pair on here. Now we're going to cut this baby right here. Just trying to make it look pretty, because it's got to fit in the hole. Let me crank it up a little bit. Okay. Get a file. That's if you want to make it look pretty. I guess if you don't want to use a file, you don't have to. But you have to remember, this is going to go in this direction, like this in the hole. So actually it fits. So we have no problem with it going in like this. So we're good. So now, that looks pretty good. So we hacked off this piece. We don't need this anymore because we're making some major modifications. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to literally use this and we want to mount it like that, essentially. So then this is the tube and this will get, but we have to cut this too. So the inside of the total length of this, if I could spin it around and show you, so you can actually read it, is just about, I'm trying to look at it sideways, almost 2.5 inches. So we don't want the diaphragm to be slammed against the top of the screen. So let's see. So we measure the width of this, and it looks like it's 2 ticks shy of a 1/2 inch. I'm sorry, I can't read a ruler. Yeah, 2 ticks shy. So now, if we know that, and we know that it's almost 2.5 inches towards the, so we definitely have to get rid of this plastic, definitely have to get rid of this screwing thing. So I'm going to remove that, we're going to remove that off now. Oh, that's what I was afraid of. These are only made out of ceramic. And I wanted it to make sure it didn't go flying. That's why you have to wear goggles. And thankfully I have multiple of them. There we go. Perfect. Just make sure that's flat. Because the wires are actually going to go through that, through this pipe. But we want to make sure that it is absolutely flat, which looks like it is. And let's see. Look at that, how perfect. That's exactly how we want it to be, just like that. But it may be too long still, because remember the wires have to go through. So what we may have to do is we may have to redirect these wires and go up the center. There's a center hole here. I'm going to pull these out and pull it through here like this. Pull that down. Put it through the center like that. So now that should be a pretty good location. We might, let's see. So we're gonna cut off this whole plastic piece completely. Perfect. Just about 1.25 inches. So that's pretty good. But the wires are actually too short. So we're going to need to extend them. So we have room to modify it. So altogether it's 2 inches on the nose. And the inside is just about 2.5. So we'll have plenty of room. It'll be just in front of the screen. Be perfect. So we have, we're going to make some extensions because we need them. Because it's not quite long enough. What you see here, this is shrink tubing. Got to make sure that we protect these connections. So to make sure I have the right size. I got a box of them. It shrinks down 2 times the size. 2 of those. Gotta do this right. Even though it's a $30 microphone, we're modifying it. We're hacking it. You want to laugh? This is how much I'm extending it. A little over, just about 1.25 inches. Just enough. So now we have to heat up. Gotta put these on like that. Like that. Tin this. We're good there. We're good there. This is going to be the hard one. Okay, that's on. Let's see if we can tin this. What I'm doing, I'm actually shortening the wire so there's not a lot of wire hanging off, so they made up evenly. That's done. So now I could tin this one here. This is going to be for the connection on the microphone part itself. Okay, let's lower the heat down on this. Lower the heat down. And we want to cut this off here so it's not that much. And the same thing on the negative side. So now we need to move the heat shrink tubing over and shrink it down. I'll do the same thing for the black side. Oh, crapola. That's hot. Okay. That's done. So now we have the wires are extended. So now this would work. So we can actually solder on. But we'll need our glue gun, because we need to glue down this piece. So we're going to tack on this side here. We'll tack on this side here. And then we're going to tack in the front. And then the back. There we go. Look at that. Nice and solid. Now we're ready to solder the microphone on. So remember, the tip was positive and the side was negative. So I'll lower the heat down a little bit because this thing is cranking. So we'll solder the negative on. Okay, negatives on. We'll do the positive now. Okay, positives on. Flip it back over. Smush it down. Flip it over. Now tack down hot glue now here. Just make sure that we're lined up. One here. One here. Spin around. One here. You want to make sure that this stays, you know, obviously glued to this thing. Looking good, guys. Look at that. This should fit in perfect. Right in. Ta-da! Try to get it out. Just wait for that to dry a little better. And we got ourselves a front-facing microphone hack. Now it's a useful microphone. Now it's a useful microphone. Now it's actually facing forward the way I want to use it. Can't beat that with a stick. So we pop it right in. Now we're talking. Now I could talk straight into it. Let's try it out. Check 1, 2. Check, check, check. Not bad. Hold on a second. This is the intended use for this microphone. It's facing in this direction. I'm really glad I did this hack, because now I can actually use the microphone and not have to worry about redirecting and have it in a vertical. Have it like this when I'm talking. Well, this one is like this, but this one was not. So now I can actually talk into it like it was intended to. Radio check 1, 2. See, this is great. Now I have a useful microphone. Now I'm happy. This is great. Hope you enjoyed this microphone hack for the BM-800. Now I have a useful microphone. If you like this video, thumbs up. If you don't like this video, thumbs down. And please subscribe. Thank you very much, guys.